There are seasons in life when the world becomes unbearably loud. Too many opinions, too many expectations, too many voices telling us who we should become, what we should achieve, how quickly we should heal, and how our lives should look. In a world shaped by constant comparison, performance pressure, endless information, and visible achievement, the nervous system can quietly become overwhelmed. And when overwhelm becomes chronic, many people do not move forward. They freeze, not because they're lazy, not because they lack intelligence or desire, but because flooding often leads to immobilization. Sometimes the body simply reaches a point where it can no longer process the noise. I think many people today are carrying this silently. They want to move. They want clarity. They want change. But internally, they feel pulled in too many directions at once. And so they stay still. Not peaceful stillness, but the kind of stillness that comes from exhaustion, confusion, fear, comparison, or nervous system overload. But perhaps the way forward is not force. Perhaps the way out of the maze is not more pressure, not more self-criticism, not more hustling, not another frantic attempt to become someone else. Perhaps the way forward begins more gently. One breath, one choice, one honest adjustment. Gentle movement, not performative movement, not movement driven by fear, not movement to prove worth, but grounded movement, listening movement, self-connected movement. Sometimes healing begins when we stop demanding giant transformation from ourselves and simply begin moving again in small, honest ways. Drinking more water, taking a walk, opening the curtains, turning off the noise, cooking a nourishing meal, resting, making one difficult phone call, taking one small step toward truth. Small movements matter. And often, small movements create emotional and psychological momentum that slowly reconnects us with ourselves again. The world may continue to move loudly, but you do not have to move like the world. You are allowed to move gently. You are allowed to move differently. You are allowed to move at the pace your body can honestly sustain. And perhaps that is where healing and wellness quietly begin. Begin moving again. Listen. Adjust. Stay connected to yourself as you move. If this resonates with you, you can find more reflections at silentmedicine.com/reflections and podcast conversations at silentmedicine.com/podcast.